Did you know Alumni Memorial Hall was also known as the Navy Building? It was designed to house the Navy program B-12 and later the NROTC unit. The building was dedicated as Alumni Memorial Hall on May 29, 1946, in memory of Illinois Tech students and alumni who died in World War II. Since then, the building has gone through one renovation in 1972 to create the offices, laboratories, and classrooms for the Civil and Architecture Engineering Department. Our group of senior architecture engineering students believe it's time we expand the memorial for our losses in other wars and create modern learning environments to enhance our education at IIT.
Alumni Memorial is a building used by students every day. So the communications team thought that the best place to get information on how we should improve the building was the students. So to do this, we created an online survey which polled the students on things such as what they found to be the biggest problems with the room, what changes they would like to see, what their snack preferences were, etc. We use these results to guide our research and our engineering in order to improve the building.
The team got together and broke down the concerns with the building into 5 categories: HVAC, illumination, acoustic, interior, and the memorial that we would first analyze and later design changes for.
Alumni Memorial Hall was originally built to house the Navy program here at IIT. After that program shut down, it was renamed Alumni Memorial Hall because one of the building's main functions is to honor the killed in action students who have graduated from here. So what our group wanted to do for that function is find new names to put on all our memorials around the building. So from the Korean War, Vietnam War, and the wars in the Middle East. To do this, we went through the National Archives and compared all those names to a list of ROTC graduates that we had. This here is a memorial that is already here from World War II. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find any new names, so if you have any, please contact Dr. Fu at the email address on the screen.
When considering illumination in alumni, there were some different considerations for the different rooms. In here, in the entry, it's actually over-designed. The light levels we measured were significantly higher than necessary, and so the solution we came up with was to turn these luminaires, or add new ones that are 90 degrees to that, so that the task lighting falls directly on the tasks where it's needed, as well as suspending the luminaires and bouncing some of that light off the ceiling, and the result is that you need half as many lights, which would obviously be half as much in energy and cost. In the atrium, this staircase I'm standing on provided some unique challenges for the lighting design and the fact that the ceiling is so high in here. So fluorescent lights like those currently here didn't provide enough task lighting on the surfaces down here in the lower level. And so we had to come up with a couple of solutions to solve that problem. One solution was adding indoor floodlights, which we plan to suspend from the ceiling here, which will provide task lighting on the work plane for the tables that will be here. And the second solution was to add a lamp in the corner back where there will be seating area so that students can use that space and have adequate lighting because it's currently not lit well enough to be used. The requirements for lighting in a hallway actually aren't that high, but the current system still isn't significant for the floor level illumination required. And so the solution we had up here was to suspend the luminaires from the ceiling and have the same uplight, downlight that we were using downstairs that provides a lot more light. And with that system in place, you actually end up needing half as many luminaires as what's currently here, which is once again cost and energy savings.
For acoustics, sound pressure level in alumni memorial hall atrium is measured with sound meter. The maximum value is about 70 decibel, which is not efficient for studying areas or group works. After taking all measurements, we did acoustic modeling with CAD, and it shows that acoustic panels and ceiling materials can help to reduce the sound pressure level to about 50 decibel. It will be more productive for students to use alumni memorial hall atrium for various purposes if these changes are made.
One factor affecting the noise level into the atriums are the doors. After several measurements and findings, it was recommended that the doors as well as the frame should be replaced.
For heating and cooling, we used the air infiltration data, the Chicago weather data, and the material properties to calculate the loads on the building. The most significant load was the cooling load at peak cooling conditions, which came out to be about 20 tons.
We then looked at rooftop package units, baseboard heaters, and motorized solar shades to help balance the load in the building in a cost-effective way.
For interior design, our idea was to create an area where students can relax and work in different kinds of activities. Therefore, we merged the relaxing area with the work area in order to satisfy the student needs. The bottom line was to use a modern and practical design where simplicity showed a harmony of the form.
The cramped space in the atriums is actually uncomfortable for the students. Therefore, we decided to replace this space with vending machines. In addition, we want to change vending machines as the season changes. For instance, ice cream in the summer and coffee in the winter.
Collecting and compiling all physical dimensions necessary for our core concepts enabled us to create two-dimensional drawings of furniture configuration by means of AutoCAD software. In addition to drawings, Steelcase company kindly provided us with the cost data, but also render more detailed 3D models of the atrium using rhinoceros and 3D Max. In essence, our effort on the interior design helped us to visualize the existing building into one of the most memorable buildings on campus by providing the best study and collaborating environments to current and new civil and architecture engineers at IIT.
Alumni Memorial has touched the lives of thousands of students at IIT. Its heart is in our past, and its present is the birthplace of civil and architectural engineers. Now is the time to make Alumni Memorial the cutting-edge home for future engineers to build a better world.